Hi guys, Jason from JVA Carpy Adventures, and you join me on the bank yet again at Mousehole Lakes for vlog number 51. Now, I'm afraid most of it's probably going to come from within this bivvy because it has been raining an awful lot. But for now, let's just roll that intro, guys. So, like I said, I am back at Mousehole Lakes, this time on Kestrel swim free. Now, I've got just under 48 hours and I'm really hoping I can get a fish or two on the bank for you guys. Now, I'm going to show you quickly on the map where the rods are. I've gone to spots A, B and C, and I will note that spot C, a fish actually boshed out whilst I was just setting stuff up. So I was kind of looking towards spot D, and then a fish boshed out, so spot C. So there you go guys, that's where the rods are. Let me tell you what's on them. So the first one currently is just an orange OG fish, but I'm actually changing that. It's in a solid PVA bag, it's tight to the island, the main island, and that's an orange OG fish at the minute, but it will be for the rest of the weekend on one of my old baits, which is Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers, and I'm gonna have to say version 2. There was a version before the one I'm using this weekend, guys, that I had the utmost confidence in. When they brought out version 2, I kind of stopped using it. It wasn't the same as what I had, which means I haven't really given it a fair chance. So this weekend I have decided I am going to, and I think I might just show you guys, I've decided I'm going to stick with them, guys. So I'm going to have one rod out on it all weekend and see what it's like. So just to give you a bit of an idea, it's like that, guys. It's a dark yellow, it's bigger than they used to be, but I'm going to give it a whirl. So that's what's going out this weekend on the right hand rod. The middle rod, I have gone for a white OG Fish wafter. Now I have gone for the bigger size. They do the mini magic beans, so the smaller ones. I've actually gone for the normal size, but I have had to trim it down. As always, guys, it's always a good idea to check your baits in a bucket, which I did, and it was floating about that much off the deck, which isn't any good for a wafter. So that got trimmed down, so it's sitting exactly how I want it to. And then spot C, which is where I saw that fish, I've actually stuck with luncheon meat again, guys. I'm going to keep trying it. It's doing me bites all the time on kingfisher. I can't remember if I've had a bite on lunch meat over here yet, not guys. My brain is trash at the minute. Friday night is just not the best time on the bank. When you get here, you're all frazzled. You just finished work. You're trying to get everything set up. I'm sure anyone on the bank knows exactly what it's like. So the rods are out there, guys. It has actually stopped raining for now. I might just swing the camera around and show you. I have actually positioned my cradle and all right in front of the bivvy this weekend. Reason being, I suspect it's going to be raining for a lot of the weekend, and rather than using my phone and then lights, I'm thinking if it's not too hard, I could put the camera in the bivvy and take a shot outwards, presuming I get a fish, of course, guys. I will say on that front, I did do a scratch card. I did lose, and normally when I lose on a scratch card it means I do catch a fish at Mousehole Lake. So fingers crossed for this weekend, guys. I'm going to relax a little. I don't want to probably do loads and loads of filming this weekend, guys, unless I catch loads and loads of fish. That's just a duck. I really do need to relax. It's been a really long hard week at work. Loads of hours. What is this duck doing? Loads of hours done, so I really do need a good look. And I think that's got to have been a duck. I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out. Sorry guys, that was just a duck. It's doing it again. Oh, nightmare. Alright guys, so look, I'm going to relax. I'm going to give you an update tonight if I have any fish. Fingers crossed I will. And hopefully, see you then. Just want to do a quick little announcement, guys. So I spoke to Rod today on the way here. Asked if I could pull up behind swim free and drop my stuff off because it was raining. And he let me know that they're going to be putting a new rule in place with regards to dipping your nets and slings and all that sort of stuff, guys. please from now on leave it in for about 15 minutes. So I just chucked it over there. I'd already put the bivvy up just before it rained actually, so I kind of caught that, and then came back to the bivvy, got all my stuff sorted, and then went back over and collected my net and sling and all before I started fishing. So just remember guys, if you're at Mousehole now, please leave your nets and slings and all that in for at least 15 minutes in one of the 2 dip nets. So there's one near the canteen and the other one's as you sort of walk round towards Swift Lake by just past the toilet. Thanks guys. So I hope you all watched vlog number 50 with that massive 60-hour fishing at Mousehole free giveaway guys. If you haven't, please go and watch vlog number 50. There is something you need to do and there's a comment you need to make to be entered. Good luck with that guys. Morning guys, so coming up to 6 o'clock Saturday morning, and yep, that lack of footage means once again I haven't had any fish so far. So I didn't rush to get my rods out last night. I had an idea of where I was going to put them. I did make one adjustment on one rod and I was fairly confident guys. Reason for that is I've fished swim free quite a few times, had a good amount of fish out of here, and my friend was fishing Kestrel 1 all last week, and the guy in this swim, so swim free, was getting bites every night. So they fished all during the week, so he was getting bites in the evening, nothing during the day, but he was getting bites in the night. So I was fairly confident last night would turn something up, but nothing so far. It's been misty through the night. Didn't rain anymore during the night, and I did expect it to, but I'm a bit surprised I haven't had anything on any of them now. Obviously super tempted to bring them in and redo them, but on one of the spots a fish boshed out yesterday, so that has to stay. The other one is in the channel. Now I did want to put it in the channel a lot more further forward, sort of in line with the Reed Island, but then I saw a bit of, as I was about to put it out, saw a bit of rippling along the top, and I thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to bring it forward. So to be fair, that's probably the only rod I could have maybe moved a bit further forward. I may even just recast that maybe. And the other one's tight to the island, so they are where I want them to be fair guys. So as always, I'm going to leave them in till probably 10 o'clock guys, and if I don't have anything by then I'll have to have a rethink, but I'm going to watch the water. It's a little bit difficult at the minute because it's quite misty, but I'll show you that. So thanks for watching up till now. Let's see if I can get a fish on the bank, eh? Okay guys, so for my first evening I didn't have any bites, so we're changing tactics a little bit today. I went with a small amount of bait, just a small mesh bag last night. Today I'm going to be putting in a little bit more, and for that I need Stealth Cams Vortex. So I haven't got, there's not loads in there guys, but that will give it a really good spread. So I'm just going to show you on the camera where I'm putting them today. Unfortunately guys, you're not going to see the last rod. I'll show you it going out towards the point, but past that you won't see it. So it's actually around to the left hand bank. I've set it on GPS points on the bait boat, so it will find its way, but if I press it too soon it's going to go into the willow tree. So I need to drive past the point, press point C on the bait boat, then drive it to where I need to do, drop the rigs, then press point B so that it drives away from that point, and then press the home point. It's a bit long-winded guys, but I'm sure you'll get what I mean when I put it out there. Alright guys, so now I need to go over walk towards swim 2 just so I can see exactly where I put it. That's it guys, all 3 rods sorted. Happy days, bring the fish on. So all 3 rods are out guys, but I don't think I actually told you what's on them, so let's let you know what's on them. So the first one, which is the one that went out this channel, was a solid PVA bag on a Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers version 2 I'm going to call it, because it's actually one I've not really used much. The next one, which was towards the Willow Tree Island, sorry guys, my sight isn't that great, is my favourite at the minute, luncheon meat. So that's gone out with some freebies as well. And then the last one, which is actually to the Willow Tree, past it and around the corner that you can't see, is a nut based wafter, and that's actually on a shot on a hook rig, obviously made popular recently by Danny Fairbrass, but one of Frank Warwick creations. So I'm going to give that a go, oh god, I can't talk today guys, sorry. So I'm going to give that a go today guys. Fingers crossed I can bring you a fish or 2. Alright guys, so just about to go into dark, and I realise I haven't really done much of an update today. So where you saw me put the bait out earlier today, I think it's about 12 o'clock, is the exact same spots they are tonight guys. The only thing I have done is just put a little bit more additional bait over the luncheon meat one, and that's it. They are in exactly the same place as earlier. I'm not going to move them, and fingers crossed I can get you a bite before the morning. If not, it's going to be a very short vlog guys, but that is what it is, it's fishing. Thanks for watching guys. And that's why I love Mousehole Lakes. You can't see the steam coming off that, but I don't think you can. Oh, you might catch it. Absolutely banging mixed kebab meat and chips. Oh my god. Although it may look quite nice now guys, in about 2 hours we're meant to have thunder and lightning here, so guarantee if I'm going to have a fish at any time, it will be 9 o'clock the minute it's thunder and lightning. Stay tuned and we'll see. Morning guys, so about 5:30 Sunday morning, and although I haven't had any fish on the bank yet, I have got a little bit of an update for you. So yesterday I put the rods, I did bring them in and then put them back out exactly where I'd put them during the day, so you didn't get shown that, but they're in the same place guys, same bait, same spots. And I had 2 takes last night. So the first came the one towards Reed Island, which was the luncheon meat, no surprise there, and pulled into a fish. Definitely made contact with a fish, rod bent over, thank you very much, but it was snagged on something literally straight away. And I will say this guys, it seems to be of late on Kestrel, if I've lost a fish, they've all been pretty much the same sort of instance, and by that I mean I'm into a fish, but I'm either around a twig or a branch, or they've gone into a twig or a branch and they lose the hook, and then I'm into a big twig or branch. That's exactly what happened with that one by the island. So got a fresh bait on that luncheon meat, put it back out, nothing's happened done that so far. Now the one I had in tight to the island a little later on in the evening, that went off, exactly the same instance. Pulled in. I did get to play it for a little bit because I brought it out, so that was fine. And then I'm going to say it might have something to do with I am playing them too lightly at the minute on the new reels, so I'm not tightening up as much as I probably would, so I am giving a bit more of a free rein, so that's definitely probably my bad, but I am getting used to these new reels. And again, dove into something, got me on a twig, and then I say a twig, it's not, it's like a big multi-shaped branch sort of thing, but they know they're going for them. You know, the minute I get into it, they are looking for one of these bits of debris that's on the bottom to lose the hook on, and that's exactly what happened on the second one. So I didn't put that back out tight to the island, it was dark and all the rest, so I just went out towards the island in front of me, off the corner. There'd been motion around there all evening, so I thought, well, that's got to be good enough. But nothing. Until about 1:30, no fish anyway, until about 1:30 when the storm came in. That storm last night was a pretty good storm, guys. I've got to tell you, the thunder and lightning was pretty epic. It really was. So much so, I mean, I did have the minute I heard it, I put the bivvy door up to letterbox style. I knew it was coming. Put the bivvy door up to letterbox style and just lightly clipped the top bits on Velcro, and about 20 minutes in, I was sitting up, about 20 minutes in, I literally just got sprayed with water where the wind just blew the panel down and all the rain and everything just came in, got a bit wet in here. It's like, okay, that was proper powerful storm last night, guys. So I hope anyone that was out in it is safe. No one had any problems. Obviously I've checked all the gear this morning and everything's all good, fortunately. I will tell you another thing that might make you laugh. So I've got a metal tripod that I normally have up over my cradle. I have like a stick that helps me take the bait boat in and out. I put all of them laying flat. I didn't want to have that great big tripod sitting up right in front of my bivvy. I positioned the cradle in front of the bivvy this week, thinking if it's raining I could possibly have the camera in here, but with the way the rain was driving in here yesterday, I wouldn't have been able to if I'd caught anything. Something else I do, guys, and I don't know whether you do, feel free to make comments, but if I know bad rain's coming and it's coming for a couple of hours or anything, I'll put my waterproofs on. So basically I'd put the waterproofs on the minute it started raining, checked on the phone it was going to be a couple of hours, put the waterproofs on and basically just lied on top of the bivvy for most of the night, well, until 5 o'clock this morning, and I felt a little bit chilly. So the chillier weather is coming, guys, I've got to be honest. So I got up, had a coffee, warmed myself up a little bit, and then thought I'd give you a bit of an update. So it was going to be raining at about 8 o'clock onwards for about 4 hours, but I think with the storm and everything it's moved it all along a bit, so that's probably not going to hit here till about 12 o'clock midday, which does mean I am going to be able to stay here for bite time. Emma did ask me yesterday what time am I getting out of here, so there is still time, guys, for me to put a fish on the bank. Now I am thinking, do I want to put a pop-up rig out there, because there is this debris. Since earlier on in the year, guys, they drained down the lake, they cut back loads, and obviously they would have taken 99% of it out, but unfortunately some gets left behind, and I don't know whether I'm lucky or what, but I am picking up literally every branch every time. Since then, literally every single fish I've lost has been because I've now gone into a branch where it was in something and now I'm in a branch. So yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare, I'll be honest. I'm not having a good session at the minute. Well, I'm enjoying being out, but obviously I've hooked into 2 fish and I ain't landed them, and that's not good. Especially on rigs that I know should be definitely pulling them in. So I've got to make a decision whether there's one rod I put round the corner, guys, as well, and I haven't had anything on that, and I thought that would have gone because it's sort of no man's land. They did have an aerator on the corner and it's a safe zone, you can't really fish it from free. But because the aerator's out at the minute, I thought, right, give it a go. But I've had not a bleep on that, and I thought I would have. I'm going to decide whether I want to replace my rods, redo all 3 rods. There's a tiny little bit of light coming up before bite time, or whether I want to leave them. I think I might just refresh all 3 of the rods quickly, guys, and then leave them in till I leave. And fingers crossed, pray into those carp rods I can get you a fish before I leave, guys. Otherwise it's going to be a pretty boring vlog, I think. Alright, well look, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I can get you a fish before I leave. Morning. So it's about 6:30 Sunday, and I've actually decided to refresh all of the rods, guys, just so that I could be confident in that they're presented, basically. Glad I did, because the first one I brought in was the luncheon meat that was in armour mesh, and the luncheon meat was gone, so I actually decided to redo all 3 rods. So I have repositioned one of them, so let me show you where they are and what's on them, guys. So the first one is a solid PVA bag. I'm going to zoom in a bit. This island in front of me, I'm towards that corner, which has a yellow Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers. Now it's version 2, version 1 I caught so many fish on, it's incredible. They changed it unfortunately towards the end, and I haven't caught many on the new, but I've decided to give it a fair try this weekend. So where you've got the corner of the island, I am literally just past it there. Solid PVA bag with, like I said, the Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers. Now if we go to the middle of the channel, Sorry guys, my eyes are not very good at all. Okay, so where you've got the reed island here and across, just do a line, go bang smack in the middle. I have put one of those 45-pound hook baits on. They're basically a tiger nut maple wafter. That's on a very short shot and a hook rig with a load of freebies around it. I've been using the Vortex to put some bait out around all of these guys, so that's Stealth Cam's Vortex. I do find a couple little presses of the button and you get a really lovely spread of bait, so still learning to use it a little bit better, and I'm happy with the spread today. So the last one of the places I had to pick up last night is towards the reed island, but about a rod length in front of it off that first corner, and that is, I'm struggling to remember what that is guys. That one is the pork. That one is the luncheon meat guys. So luncheon meat's gone over towards the reed island with again a spread of bait around it, so fingers crossed I can bring you something before I leave about 10 o'clock. So I've probably got 3.5 hours guys to make something happen, so I feel confident. I've refreshed all the rods. It's bite time. Let's bring on them carp. Hi guys, so 9 o'clock Sunday morning and I'm going to pack up. So it's been a little bit unfortunate for me this week. Swim Free has been producing in the past week. Obviously I got here Friday after work o'clock. Didn't have anything Friday, but Saturday I did have 2 bites and lost them both to twigs and branches, so that was a bit gutting. Did redo the rods this morning with a few hours to go, hoping I might be able to put one on the bank, but it's not looked that way guys. So I'm going to start my pack down. Firstly, thank you for watching vlog number 51, and don't forget there is a free giveaway for a 60-hour session at Mousehole Lakes in vlog number 50, so go back, watch it, do what you need to do guys, get entered in on that. If you haven't subscribed guys, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps me out immensely. If you've enjoyed this, albeit fishless video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. Only leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing. I'll see you in the next vlog.